So hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Ames's Corner. How are you all doing out there? So a few weeks ago, we took a good look at the 96 and made a list on stuff we needed to do to get that thing ready for car show season, or just get it done all in general. And well, probably the worst part of that car right now is the trunk. The trunk floor has more hole than floor in it. Yeah, take a look at that old video we made a few weeks back. I got the little section of what we got to replace. My plan for the trunk here, and why I had to wait till spring till all the snow melted off, is I want to use a piece of pickup truck bed, the bottom of a pickup truck bed, because this has these corrugations, these pleats in it. And when we did the sonnet, I had used just a flat piece of steel, which is okay, but it oil cans a little, it kind of pops a little. These ridges, these pleats add strength to the panel. So I think I'm going to find a piece of pickup truck bed. Just go to a junkyard. I got a battery-powered Sawzall. I'm just going to cut a bigger piece than I need. And yeah, we'll use pickup truck bed for all this. Yeah, that's pretty rough. You know, we got to get that thing fixed up sooner than later. I got the car sitting up at the shop now, and it's going to sit there until we get that trunk done. But anyways, that brings us to today's adventure. We are here at Brandy Auto Parts in just over the line in Plastow, New Hampshire. Now, this is a junkyard that's been around longer than I've been around. It's also situated on a big sand pit where we used to go four-wheeling, mudding, trail trucking, having a lot of fun out in the woods of this place. But yeah, it's a pretty big junkyard, one of the largest around, and they have a lot of eclectic stuff. So why don't we go see if we can find a nice piece of pickup truck bed and take a look at some of the neat cars they got in here. So yeah, first thing we got to do is we got to go sign in, so if we get hurt, it's not on them, it's not their fault. But stuff people drive. Alright guys, we're all signed in. Let's see what we can find out here. Got the trusty battery powered Sawzall, a whole bunch of batteries, so we should have no problem hacking out what we find. But yeah, here there's the stuff you're not allowed to pick parts off of. That's their most valuable stuff, I guess. What do we got? Like their old Buick Skylark, maybe? Yeah. You got the tire pile, Lucy's. Couple of boxes on wheels. Wow, if they couldn't keep one running. Holy crap. Oh, look at this. An old Datsun 240. Yeah, you still find them. You still find them in junkyards. An old 944. Not much left of it, but still kind of cool. Yeah, old 944. Look at that, the Mazda pile. There ought to be some good broken dreams over here. An old second gen convertible RX-7. And the Miatas. I'm surprised any of these even make it to junkyards, the way people are so fanatical. Look at that. So one of you guys out there is going to want that little bar. A whole rack of them. NB and NB. They roll this thing? How the hell do you roll a Miata? Mother's onion. How the hell do you roll a Miata? Wow. That was a scary crash for somebody. Somebody soiled the seat driving that. Can you imagine that sitting there? Look at that, huh? If you flip a Miata, you're doing something wrong. at this, huh? This is a first gen. This is an early first gen. This must be like a 90. You can tell by the center stack. Oh yeah, 10 of 90. The speakers in the headrest. Pretty cool. Another RX-7. Interesting. Coming up on the Saab pile now. Bet you we aren't going to see one Saab 9000 here. How much you bet? It's a couple of 9.3s, 9.5. .95, 01. Interior is in pretty decent shape. Wish you knew what kind of miles it had. That's the problem with digital speedos. Or digital odometers, rather. Nope, not a single 9,000 or 900. Nice wagon. What is it, 6-cylinder wagon? Yep, 6-cylinder. Gross. Yeah, keys are probably in a bunch of them. If the keys are in them, that means you save the key and it goes with the the dice module or twice module. They're coded. I actually need a mid pipe off of one of these. Maybe that one. Look at the wildlife. Do you see it? The Junkyard chipmunk. There's a Mercedes pile. There he goes. He's going to hide in his Mercedes. He's like, get away from my Benz. What do we got here? An old 300 SL back here. Is that what I'm looking at? Look at that classy thing, huh? A 250 SL. That was close. That was close. Not much left of the interior on this one. We gotta take a look. I've always wanted one of these. Not this one. Not this one. That muffler's done some work. Alright, onward and upward to the pickup trucks. Go back to the way back areas here. They got some cool stuff way out back here. Well, here's where the pickup trucks are. One of these trucks is going to donate some sheet metal. They asked me to not take one out of a good bed. Make sure I take the panel I need out of a bed that's beat up and damaged and rusty, something that they can't sell. But I see a few things over here we should take a look at first. And here we are in Chevy Corner. I see a Corvette back there, a gold Vet. What else we got? Yeah, this is the classic car area, I'd say. Neat. You don't usually see the gas tank where it is on these cars. Surprised these don't catch on fire. More dangerous when they get rear-ended. Or maybe they are, I just don't hear about it. Odds and ends. That's all there's left is odds and ends. We got a Skylark here and a Regal. Is that what this is? Let's say this sat in somebody's yard too long. What is that? A Nova? A Regal? Oh, that's the Regal. Riviera, my bad. Neat. Most junkyards just scrap something like this. I'm surprised they held on to it. There's an old Corvair. I want to say I've seen this car before. I want to say this car's been on my channel. That dealership, that cool dealership that was in Plastow down the street. I think this was there. They bought 2 of these to put one together, but one was smashed up and the other one was way too rotted out. I think this was the way too rotted out one. A couple of Fieros. I know all you Fiero guys are gonna have some parts here you want. I always liked Fieros. I thought they were a cool looking car, a cool idea. You know, when these came out, everyone was all juicing over the Ferrari layout, the mid-engine, rear engine. This would be mid-engine. Iron Duke. And then, what do we got here? I should know what this is. This anybody care to guess? Awesome. Oh, it's getting hot. It's getting hot out here toting these tools around. The old lady's giving me the sign to start cutting some metal out. Quit looking at the eye candy, right?
Yeah, it's hot.
All right. So I think the trouble is just finding one that's not full of stuff. Alright guys, we're looking around and everything is looking a lot like that. Everything's either not a big enough piece, like these Rangers don't have a big enough piece of trunk in them or bed in them to get the piece I need. So that leaves like full-size trucks, like the Chevy full-size and the Ford full-sizes. But you know, up here in New England, surprise, surprise, every pickup bed I'm finding just got too much going on with it. Too many rust holes or damage to it. Probably the nicest one that I found that I wanted to take, and we started to clear everything off, but it's right up here. So we spent all the time cleaning them off, and each one has something with it. This looked like the best candidate right here. I was stoked when I saw it, and I started measuring it out, and rust holes there. And then on this side I probably could have gotten my piece out over here, but it's just the spring shackle broke and pushed through the bed at one time, so I can't get 34 inches by 40 inches out of that. And either everything's just too rotted out or just has tons of weight in it that I can't get the stuff off of it. You know, like this one might, yeah, see, every one of them, something's gone on that's gonna have it so I can't get a piece the right size. So I may have to reevaluate using pickup truck bed for a patch panel on the 96. There's no good beds up here. Every bed is just beat to crap. Looks like that. This one here, you know, I take the time to get all this bed liner out of there, and I take a look inside, and yeah, see, it's already rust hole there, so chances are that one's no good. And you know, I'm not willing to empty another pickup truck bed to find out that the piece I need isn't going to work for me. So yeah, so this isn't a complete waste of time. I need a new piece of exhaust for the 9.5 wagon, the rally wagon. I need this little this bendy piece is kind of hard to make, so I figure while we're here and I got the Sawzall, might as well take the opportunity. tight under here. No big deal. Whew. Well, anyways, guys, at least it wasn't a complete bust. I got a kind of a hard to make piece of exhaust pipe for the rally wagon. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to come up with plan B for the trunk floor on the 96. Well, anyways, guys, I've had just about enough being under here. And on that note, and until next time, keep it out of the cabbage.